overcoming fear.
This has plagued many people for decades, and those who could not shake it are still missing out on some of their greatest desires, and if allowed to continue it leads to a life of torment and a mindset of mediocrity. I once met this lady that was very talented, and in our conversation as I talked to her I asked her what did she do for a living, and she replied teaches second grade, and I responded how long have you been teaching? She said 8 years, and my next question was, did she like it, and she immediately said that she hated it. She just done it because it is what her mom wanted her to do. After that statement, she asked, what did I do? I waited before answering and just listened to her pain of where she currently was in her life. Then I spoke directly to some of the things that I knew would be appealing to her based on listening to what she was really saying from her heart. Some areas that I heard spoke out most was related to her given gifts and desires. As our conversation continued about the free enterprise marketplace and how one could replace their current income by learning a few skill sets and identifying people's needs to help them get what they really wanted in life, would be very rewarding, all while using your current job, exchanging hours for wages to fund the training necessary to accomplish a replacement income. The idea of being paid for value in the marketplace excited her. She responded, I would love to do something like that, but I am afraid to try that because of the way the economy is. At this time I had the book by Robert Kiyosaki with me, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and was knowledgeable on the concept of replacing your income to allow you to move out of the category of employee, something that really interested her after all. So I suggested while she was there in the hospital for a few hours waiting on her party to finish their procedure with the doctor that she would benefit from a section that talked about the average educated hard-working person that graduates from college, finds a job and usually gets into the daily grind of working hard, seeking promotion, buying a house, new car, and things that trap them in what we know as the rat race, that always requires more money to accommodate this lifestyle, and how it soon got old. She said that she could never do what I was doing, no matter how much she wanted it, because, yeah, you guessed it, she was too fearful to try, and her next comment was, I will always be stuck in this dead-end job. Who made that decision for her? She did, and many that are listening now may fall in this category and need some help to conquer this holdback. So how do we face this giant? The acronym for FEAR is false evidence appearing real. So this is an emotion like any other emotion. We must learn to control these feelings to prevent it from appearing much bigger than it really is. It begins with thought control. We must immediately ask ourselves, are we going to be controlled by this alleged giant, or are we going to attack it head-on by bringing the thought captive to the obedience of our real desire to move forward? If our desire is greater than the fear, we move forward. See, this is really the challenge. If we are to conquer fear, we must submit it to a stronger emotion, the one that tells us we want whatever it is that is the opposite of the fear that stands in the way. This takes discipline and repetition. This can be done by having a readiness of mind every time to attack it head-on. So this brings us back to speaking to ourselves a series of affirmations such as, I am not taken in by petty fear. I will not allow fear to keep me from success. I am a person of courage. I am bold as a lion. You get the message. Your subconscious mind will automatically start to move you through this problem as you convince yourself of your real boldness within and unleash it to conquer fear. You are not a person that is taken by fear unless you accept that you are, and then it becomes real.